This is Comcast Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is Assemblyman William Payne of the 29th Legislative District.
First of all, there's 1 in 94 youngsters in the state of New Jersey who have been diagnosed with autism. 1 in 94, which is the highest in the nation. Fact is that this is an epidemic, and I'm a member of the Budget Committee, Vice Chairman of the Budget Committee in the State Assembly here. And for the past number of years, past several years, as a matter of fact, I've noticed that parents have come to our budget hearings asking for more help, more attention to be given to the problem of autism. Many times, many of these mothers bring their children with them, and their children, you can see, manifest the kind of behavior that is indicative of someone suffering from or afflicted with this autism. So a great deal more attention is being brought to this, and I'm happy to say that the state legislature has a package of bills that we have introduced, and several of them have passed the legislature. I'm a co-sponsor of a number of them that we're addressing this situation.
Why did you think this was important to get involved with?
Well, as I say, because those of us on the Budget Committee have an opportunity to be more in contact with the public during our public hearings, and during those times, people have come, as I said, and indicated to us over the past number of years their frustration, number one, with the fact that their youngsters have been diagnosed with autism, that there's no cure for it as of right now. And this situation has come to the attention of members of the Assembly and of our Speaker in particular. And earlier this year, there was a package of bills, as I say, that were introduced in the legislature, particularly in the Assembly, to address many of these problems. And among those, one of which I was a co-sponsor of, that passed our Assembly, was a bill that requires the Department of Health and Senior Services to maintain a registry of reported autism cases, which is very, very helpful. And also we are talking about the early intervention programs for children. That's another piece of legislation that passed out of our chamber that would enable us to have studies to determine the early intervention, to try to find out early on when a child has been diagnosed with autism, and to see whether or not there's something that can be done from the very, very beginning. Well, and New Jersey has been ahead, as a matter of fact. New Jersey, since 1990, I think 1999, we've had a council for medical research in this area, and I'm happy to know that we have been at the forefront of this, trying to find some answers for this autism.
Sir,
our legislation passed our House 79-0, which means that everybody in the House on both sides of the aisle did support this, and now it's up to the Senate to act on it. I'm sure that we're going to get the same kind of support from the Senate.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us here on Comcast Newsmakers. Good luck to you. It's really good work that you're doing.
Thank you very much.
This hour's newsmaker has been Assemblyman William Payne of the 29th Legislative District.